was also selected for National Basketball Championship in session 2009 to 10. She won multiple state basketball championships. She is also 8th rank holder in TMT. She has done MBBS from Government Medical College, Patiala.
दुनिया क्या उसे रोकेगी अगर वो हौसलों से उड़ान ले। बिजली चमकती है तो आकाश बदल देती है, आंधी उठती है तो दिन रात बदल देती है, जब गरजती है नारी शक्ति तो इतिहास बदल देती है।
जितने कदम चलो उतने बढ़ते जाते हैं।
छोटे से मन में वो विशाल घर बनाते हैं, जिंदगी की हकीकत में युद्ध वो लड़ जाते हैं।
सपने होते हैं परछाई से, जितने कदम चलो उतने बढ़ते जाते हैं।
बड़ी होती जाती है संतानें, कुछ माननीय विचार और धारणाएं उन्हें पनपने नहीं देती, कुछ इस तरह।
अरे कार्तिक,
जी पिताजी।
क्या कर रहे हो बेटा?
कुछ नहीं पिताजी, कल मेरा हिंदी का फैसला वही पढ़ रहा हूँ।
शाबाश मेरा होनहार बेटा, एक दिन मेरा नाम जरूर रोशन करेगा।
जी पिताजी।
अरे वाह भाई, पुस्तक दो दो, मुझे भी दो। अच्छा, तो ऐसे चौके छक्के लगाकर करेंगे पिताजी का नाम रोशन। अभी बताती हूँ।
मना किया था ना तुम्हें?
पर पिताजी मेरी बात तो सुनिए।
अंदर जाकर घर का काम करो।
क्या हुआ, तुम इतना क्यों झगड़ रहे हो?
देखो ना माँ, पिताजी मेरी बात ही नहीं सुन रहे, वो तो मेरी पढ़ाई के पीछे पड़ जाते हैं।
पर तुम जानती हो ना, तुम्हारे पिताजी को ये सब नहीं पसंद।
ये क्या सुबह सुबह शोर मचा रखा है? घर का कोई काम धंधा नहीं है क्या?
पर माँ, मेरे भी तो कुछ सपने हैं जिन्हें देखकर मैं बड़ी हुई हूँ। ये है सावित्री फूले, ये तो देश की पहली नारी शिक्षिका थी और इन्हें तो कौन नहीं जानता। और ये रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, इन्होंने तो हमारे देश से अंग्रेजों को मार गिराया था। क्या ये नारियां नहीं थी? मैं भी इनकी तरह बनना चाहती हूँ, मैं भी दुनिया में नाम करना चाहती हूँ।
अगर तुमने ज्यादा उठने की कोशिश की ना तो तुम्हारे जल्दी हाथ पीले करवा दूंगा। मानो अंदर लेकर जाओ उसे।
हम सबका सम्मान है नारी, नारी ना हो तो जग सूना लगता है। कण कण में विद्यमान है नारी, तुम इसे निर्बल मत समझो, गीता पुकार जैसी बलवान है नारी।
कुछ सालों बाद और ऐसे ही सपनों को देखकर, उनसे प्रेरणा लेकर वो बड़ी होती गई और अपने हौसलों को बुलंद कर अपने हक के लिए आवाज उठाई।
दीवारें ऊंची हैं, गलियां हैं तंग, लंबी डगर है पर हिम्मत है सर, पांव पे छाले और सांसें हैं बुलंद, लड़ने चली हूँ आजादी की जंग, बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे। माँ कहाँ हो तुम? क्या हुआ? मेरी उम्र की सारी लड़कियां स्कूल जाती हैं, कॉलेज जाती हैं, अपना नाम रोशन करती हैं और यहाँ मुझे पढ़ने ही नहीं दिया जा रहा। पिताजी तो मेरे हाथ पीले करवाने की बात कर रहे हैं। ये देखो, ये सारे मेरे सपने हैं जिन्हें देखकर मैं बड़ी हुई। ये है कल्पना चावला, भारत की पहली महिला जो अंतरिक्ष में गई थी। और ये है रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, इन्होंने तो हमारे देश के लिए बहुत किया है। माँ, अगर इस उम्र में मेरी शादी करवा दी गई तो मेरे ये सारे सपने पेड़ों की अग्नि में जल के राख हो जाएंगे। माँ, क्या कभी तुम्हें घर की याद नहीं आई? क्या कभी तुम्हारा पढ़ाई करने का दिन नहीं हुआ? तुम्हारा भी तो बाल विवाह हुआ था।
घर की याद आती है ना मुझे, वो गर्मियों की रात, वो जाड़े की बात, वो पानी का मटका, वो रसोई की याद तब सताती है मुझे, घर याद आता है मुझे। शादी तो एक साथ है, इतनी सी बात है, वो पढ़ाई, वो आंगन दिखाना है उसे, घर याद आता है मुझे। जिन दिलों में रही बरसों तक, उनमें एक हिस्सा मेरा भी था, फिर उधर रहना है मुझे, घर याद आता है मुझे। सहमी सहमी चौखट पर खड़ी मेरे मन ने कहा, माँ प्यार करना सीखा था तुझसे, प्यार तुझसे फिर पाना है, अब कितनी दोगी सजा, दे दो थोड़ी सी दुआ, इंतजार है मुझे तुम्हारा, घर याद आता है मुझे। अब जो मेरे साथ हुआ मैं अपनी बेटी के साथ वो नहीं होने दूंगी। आखिर एक औरत भी एक इंसान है, उसे भी सपने देखने का पूरा हक होना चाहिए।
मनु, मैं नहीं जानता था कि तुम अपने कुछ सपनों को लेकर जी रही हो, लेकिन ऐसा मैं अपनी बेटी के साथ नहीं होने दूंगा। मैं इसे पढ़ाऊंगा, लिखाऊंगा और इसके सपने जरूर पूरे करूंगा।
कभी बेटी तो कभी बहन, कभी पत्नी तो कभी माँ है नारी।
पुरुष जिसके बिना असहाय वैसी है नारी।
कभी ममता की फुलवारी तो कभी राखी की क्यारी है नारी।
दोनों पति की जान है नारी।
जो पूरी सृष्टि को जला के राख कर दे वो चिंगारी है ना।
बेटी हो तो पिता की रात दुलारी है नारी।
बहन हो तो भाई की लाडली है नारी।
माँ हो तो संतान के साथ हमेशा है नारी।
जब पुरुष अकेला हो उसके साथ है ना।
जब घर में नहीं मारोगे तभी तो है सारी।
ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਟੀਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਤੇ ਦੂਜਾ ਇਹ ਬੁੜੀ ਨੇ ਸੂਤਾ ਪਿਆ। ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਛੋਟੀ ਤਲਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਰਖੜਿਆ ਕਰ।
ਵੇ ਹੁਣ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ?
ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਇੱਜ਼ਤ ਕਰਿਆ ਕਰ।
ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੀ ਬੜੀ ਇੱਜ਼ਤ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ
ਮੈਂ ਜੁੱਤੀ ਲਾ ਲੈਣੀ ਆ
ਤੇ
ਫੇਰ ਮੈਂ ਪਾ ਲੈਣੀ ਆ।
ਬੂ ਮੈਂ ਮਰ ਗਈ।
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ ਟੀਵੀ ਤੇ ਟੀਵੀ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਜੁੱਤੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਸਮਝਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਇਹ ਟੀਵੀ। ਚਲੇ
ਉਹ ਡੈਡੀ ਜੀ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਇੰਨਾ ਨਾ ਮਾਰੋ, ਜਿੰਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਮਾਰ ਦੋ ਮੇਰੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਦਰਦ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਟੀਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਦਾਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ ਹੈ।
ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਖਰਾਬ ਹੀ ਲੈਦਾ।
ਵੇ ਬੁੜਿਆ, ਇਹ ਤੇਰੇ ਜ਼ਮਾਨੇ ਦਾ ਟੀਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਸਾਰਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੋਠੇ ਚੜ ਕੇ ਐਂਟੀਨਾ ਹੀ ਸੈੱਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਸੀ।
ਇਹ 4D ਟੀਵੀ ਹੈ 4D।
4D ਟੀਵੀ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ? ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਦੱਸੋ।
ਨਹੀਂ ਬੁੜੀਏ, ਇਹ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਜ਼ਮਾਨੇ ਦਾ ਟੀਵੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਐਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਲੋਕੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਆ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋਣ।
ਤੀਰਾ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੁਛ ਇਹ 'ਚ।
ਇਹਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਣ ਲਈ ਤਾਂ ਐਨਕਾਂ ਲਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਪੈਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ।
ਚੱਲ ਲਾ ਲਿਆ ਐਨਕਾਂ, ਹੁਣ ਚਲਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ।
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਚਲਾ ਲਓ, ਮੈਂ ਚੱਲਿਆ।
ਵੇ ਲਾਲਾ ਹੁਣ ਕੋਈ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਦਾ ਚੈਨਲ।
ਲਾਦਾ
ਹਾਏ ਮਾਰਤੀ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ। ਵੇ ਟੁੱਟ ਪੈਣਾ, ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਚੈਨਲ ਲਾਉਣ ਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ। ਕੀ ਲਾਦਾ ਸੀ ਤੂੰ?
ਗੱਗ ਤੇਰਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ। ਲਾਦਾ ਔਖੀ ਨਾ ਹੋ, ਹੁਣੇ ਲਾਦਾ।
ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਪਿੰਡ ਦੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਸੋ ਜਾ ਮੁੰਡਿਆ ਸੋ ਜਾ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਬਰ ਆਜੂ।
ਹਾਏ ਆ ਕੌਣ ਆ ਗਿਆ?
ਭਗਵਾਨ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਬਰ ਸਿੰਘ
ਹੈ ਗੱਬਰ ਸਿੰਘ।
ਉਹ ਕਾਲਿਆ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਂਬਾ ਓਏ?
ਕੀ ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਕਾਲੀਆ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਤਾਂ ਕਿਸ਼ਨਾ।
ਅੱਛਾ ਉਹ ਪਿਛੜਿਆ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਂਬਾ ਓਏ?
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਜੀ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਂਗਾ।
ਤੂੰ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਦੱਸ ਦੇ।
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੱਚੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ।
ਤੂੰ ਐ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਨਦਾ। ਹੁਣ ਦੱਸ ਓਏ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਸਾਂਬਾ?
ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਹੈ ਤੇਰਾ ਸਾਂਬਾ।
ਤੂੰ ਕੌਣ?
ਮੇਰਾ ਪਿਓ।
ਏ ਪੁਲਿਸ!
ਅੱਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਨੰਬਰ ਸਿਆ ਚੱਕੋ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ।
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਦੋ, ਮੈਂ ਸਾਂਬਾ ਲੱਭਣਾ ਹੈ।
ਚੱਲ ਮਾਰੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਲੱਭਾਂਗੇ।
ਤੇਰੀ ਬੇੜਾ ਕੁੱਤਰਾ ਮਾਰ ਗਿਆ।
ਹੈ ਵੇ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਪੁੱਛਾਂ?
It's time for introduction, you scout.
Sir, Scout Bimal from Bombay. Sir, Scout Riyaz from Lahore. Sir, Scout Band, I hail from Vellore.
Sir, I lived wherever my father was posted.
Where on this, sir?
Sir, actually my father was in the Air Force.
Welcome to Scout Association. I hope that you know you will get training in practical life skills.
Yes, sir.
Now, time for some workout. Do at least 10 push-ups. Are you okay? Scout law number 3.
Scouts, he doesn't know counting dudes.
You must teach him.
Scout law number 3, then law number 11.
No, it's not number 8.
It's difficult to remember.
Class dismissed here. See you in the evening, then on Monday.
After evening session, they had ample time to spend with others. Soon, they became the best four companions in that session.
Vimal, you are so thin and skinny that you walk on air.
Oh, that's right. We will call him Peppy, the dedicated deer from the business film. Remember that one?
Yeah, perfect.
Brad, they would call you woodpecker for sure. You are always knocking the things about.
Guys, we will spend this time perfectly and go for adventures on Sundays.
You are right, Feather. We will have fun on Sundays and we have no classes. Mr. Fisher announced it today.
Yay! Feathers, wow, we are 4 feathers.
Let's soar high. For that, we have to select a feather of our choice.
Look, I have found one. I have adopted a peacock feather.
Vimal, you are very lucky. But guys, give me some time to look for a perfect one for me. I love falcon, but I won't find it one here. But Brand, you would surely find a woodpecker one for you.
That would suit you. Knock, knock, knock.
Crow feather. I saw it first. No, that's mine. Even I don't want it.
Here, feather, I have one for you.
Thanks, bro. Great.
Hey, what's that? A baby that too wrapped in a tattered old blanket. Is that your baby? Feathers, come here and look. A baby has been left here.
Who would leave a baby on the hillside?
Someone who doesn't want it.
And who? Some good people would come along and keep it.
A panther right have come along instead. Can't leave the baby here.
We don't even know whether it's a boy or a girl.
Makes no difference. A baby is a baby. Let's take it back to school and keep it in the dormitory.
Of course not. Who is going to feed it? A baby needs milk.
We'll hand it over to Mrs. Fisher. She doesn't have a baby.
Maybe she doesn't want one.
Look, it's beginning to cry. Let's hurry. Vimal, take it.
Gran, you can try. It's crying.
You may try if the baby gets comfortable. But I'm helpless.
Ooh, it has got in the blanket and some of it's on my shirt too.
Never mind.
It's for a good cause.
You are a Boy Scout.
Remember, you are supposed to help people in distress.
Oh, such a helpless, innocent one.
It's crying. Let's go to the dormitory.
They loved adventures, and one day they went for a stroll and had experienced absent loss.
Mr. Fisher.
Mrs. Fisher.
Mr. Fisher.
Mrs. Fisher. Great
Mrs. Fisher. Mrs. Fisher.
Mrs. Fisher, we have brought something for you.
What have you brought here, boys?
A baby, ma'am. I think it's a girl. Do you want to adopt it?
Oh my God! You have brought someone's baby here? Mr. Fisher, please look into this matter.
Well, what nonsense. We have to inform the police. We can't have lost babies in the school.
Mr. Fisher was an angry bird to hear all that. And on the other hand, the mother of the baby was helpless.
My baby? My baby? Where is my baby? My baby is missing. Hasn't been seen my baby. Haven't seen my baby. Hasn't been seen my baby. I think something has happened there. It seems like she has lost her baby. Yeah, I also think so. Let's go and help her. Are you looking for your baby? Yes, yes. Have you seen her? I didn't notice the baby, but I saw 4 boys going upside the hill. Don't worry, we'll find your baby. And catch the thief too. I could hear the baby crying upon the hill. Where? That side, there you
here before?
Before the hyena got it.
Quite right. And why did you leave your baby alone? I put her down for 5 minutes so that I could plant the plum tree and collect the crumbs. But when I came back, the baby had gone. Thank God this little girl has helped me.
Well, here's your baby. Look after it properly in future.
Kidnapper! He's a kidnapper!
No, in fact, you should be thankful to these boys. They are good scouts. It's a job to help people.
At least they could have shouted out loud to us.
Enough is enough. You are the thief, not my boy. By the way, those crumbs belong to the school. I the peaches and the apricots. Now I have come to know why they have disappearing so far.
Mr. Fisher turned the tables on the villagers, and soon they all decided to better go from there.
At least you have got your baby back. I think we should leave now.
You should thank God that you have got your baby back. Let's go, let's go.
It was really sweet of them to look after the baby.
Fellas, look at Bond. He has got a baby goo all over his clothes.
So he has. Go and take a bath, all of you.
A spouse smiles and listens under all difficulties. Spouse
Law number 11. We have left no stones unturned to prove it.
Happily, they promised to go for many more adventures.
Principal ma'am, worthy teachers, and all my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. It just feels like yesterday I walked through these corridors and we played in these playgrounds and we spent time on the basketball court. It brings out so many memories. I won't take much of your time. I know we have been in these assembly halls and auditoriums thinking when would the chief guest just be leaving, sending it his or her own speech. But one incident I would like to share here. When I was in 5th standard and I think I was interviewing for the junior prefect of my house, and I remember the last question my then vice principal sir, Mr. Kulwinder Singh, respected sir, asked me in the end was, what do you want to become in life? What do you think forward? So it was the first time that struck to me that I answered him that I wish to become a doctor. And I remember till date that I had no knowledge of what a profession as a doctor was or what are duties and responsibilities of a doctor, but still I chose to answer him that way, that I had passion to become a doctor. And from that day on, and if it hadn't been for my teachers and their hard work and their faith in me, it all instilled confidence in me that I was able to become and achieve who I am today. It all starts from here. It all starts from the school days when one has his dreams and passions and one takes a very hard road to fulfill all of them. And a little piece of advice to my young students sitting out here, that have faith in you and God and just work hard and push yourself to move on in that direction. If you work relentlessly hard and persevere, you are able to achieve everything in life which you put your heart and mind out to it. Right? There is nothing that is unachievable, but do not forget to have some fun and be happy in the time period that you strive for achieving your dreams. And lastly, I would like to say that you should be smart enough to pursue your goals, but very wise enough to have fun throughout in the journey. And I would like to share my favorite quote, that magic happens when we don't give up, as the universe tends to fall in love with the stubborn heart. So never give up on your dreams and work hard in that direction. Thank you so much.
Staff members and my dear students. Through these house nights, through these inter-house competitions, the students come in contact with our old students, alumni of the school who have passed out from the school, and they come to know that they are through their hard work, they have been successful and they have achieved what they wanted. So we have a doctor, Dr. Buntas among us. She was a brilliant student throughout her life, throughout her school career, and of course in her college also. And she's working in a civil hospital right now in Sangrur. And I would advise all the senior students to look up to your alumni, your seniors, how they worked hard, and you should also strive to follow their footsteps. Now, talking about this house night, the folk dances were good. The children got a chance to perform on the stage. If the students had used the whole stage in the English play, then I think the effect would have been better. they used only half the stage. Otherwise, the skits were good. The interludes were also good. I must congratulate the housemaster of the Rubber House, Mrs. Parminder Taliwal, for her efforts, and all the staff members of the Rubber House for giving up a wonderful performance. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pride and gratitude, I stand before you to deliver a vote of thanks on this Rubber House cultural program. Ma'am, I feel privileged to express my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Buntas, who is the medical officer at District Hospital Sagruz. And presently, she is working as a tuberculosis officer under the National Tuberculosis Eradication Program. Thank you, ma'am, for sparing your valuable time out of your busy schedule and gracing their occasion. Ma'am, your motivating words, your motivational speech will surely benefit the students, and it will also have an everlasting impression on all of us. Thank you once again, ma'am, for being a part of this event. I am also thankful to our worthy director, sir, and principal ma'am for their unwavering support, guidance and encouragement, which motivates us to strive for excellence in every endeavor. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. I am equally thankful to all the three judges for their unbiased judgment. Thank you. Okay. Now, my special thanks to the talented students of this house, whose incredible skills, creativity and hard work with dedication and passion, they have showcased this event, showcased their talent. I am equally thankful to the teachers and mentors of the house for guiding the students and with the meticulous planning and execution which has made this event seamless and memorable. Thank you all the teachers of my house. I am also thankful to the wonderful audience, especially the esteemed parents, whose presence will add a vibrant and meaningful to the morning. Thank you all the audience. And at the last, I am also thankful to the Adam sir and his sporting staff for their proper arrangements well in advance, and which has made this function a great success. Thank you everyone. Thank you once again for being with us. Thank you.
Hold your feet for the next beat.